Hi Sanya, good evening. So Sanya, what is your relationship with Numan? Like, are you friends? Do you have a crush on them? Were you in a relationship? Thank you very much. That actually means a lot. Hi Aditi, welcome. Yeah, so you were in a relationship. That means Sanya, right? Okay. I think there is a delay in messages, so if I reply late or ask a question too early, I think that's why. So you have climate, transits. Okay, so as I would think in your relationship, this is just the part of having a human relationship with anyone. Like some people have needs where they constantly need to be in contact with other people or their partners, and some people need a longer period of time alone to regroup and to show up as a good partner for their partner. So what is happening in your relationship is just that your partner needs a little more time than others to get back to their normal situation, to feel better, and to understand how to show up in a relationship again. So maybe they have anxiety issue, your friend, your partner. So I don't think there is anything that is gonna go wrong here. This is 8 of coins. This is just part of being themselves. They get overwhelmed a lot. They have anxiety. So maybe when you come back in contact, you guys can come to a understanding that rather than just separating every single time and doing this to each other over and over again, you guys can figure out a way where you can give each other space, while still understanding that the person is not gone yet and they just need more time without the other person feeling lonely. So for you, Sanya, I do not see that there's any kind of issue going on in your relationship. It's just taking the time that it needs to take. I'm so sorry. I should have adjusted that before. But I hope that helps you. I hope you understood. And it helps you the way it is supposed to help. So if you need me, you can always reach out to me on Instagram. It's My link is in the description in case you want a full reading. Okay, so thank you for being here. Hi Dolly Rao Lokeshwari. If you're still here, I'm happy to take your question. Okay. Second house resources. Hi Pooja, welcome. The moon in reverse. Look, what I see is you are in a transition phase, and it is a very smooth transition phase. Whatever that was supposed to leave your life has already left, and I believe that your energy is rising. It is replenishing, because we are about to have our full moon on the 2nd. So whatever that was supposed to leave your life is on the verge of leaving, and what is coming towards you is becoming, I mean, it is not something that anyone recommends, that you shouldn't turn off all of your feelings, but there is time and place for showing up a particular way. So you have hit a spot where you can no longer, keep on being in your emotion, or take decisions based on only your emotions, or just that feeling of insecurity, the feeling of being a good girl, the feeling of I am the right person, I'm such a nice person. So you no longer are in the position where you can afford to just take decisions based on your emotions. So what you're moving towards is having a more logical, more reasonable side to yourself, which would actually bring in more abundance. Like what you lack, like you always see other people who are able to accomplish a lot of things that you couldn't, and you just realize somewhere, maybe through this video or somewhere something hit you, and you realize, oh, it's because they don't take decisions based on their emotions. They have automated their system to focus on making money, to focus on, taking care of themselves in any way possible, to amassing the resources, rather than just thinking, oh, what would make me feel good? Maybe a coffee, or maybe, like small purchases. I don't know why this is coming, but their decisions do not come from emotions, but yours used to. So what I'm seeing is you're gonna turn into this person, you're gonna start taking actions which do not get dictated by your emotions, but rather by your plans, your rationality, and need for you to become a better version of yourself. So I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that has helped you in whatever possible way that you required it. And I don't see any problem. I see your energy is perfectly clear. You are out of the woods. You do not need to worry anymore. Okay, you're safe. And on this full moon, if you wish to go on a walk in the moonlight, it would be even better. Okay, so thank you for being here. It means a lot, and you can always reach out to me on Instagram. My link is in the description in case you want to book a reading, or just hang out with me. Thank you for being here. Just a second, I need some water, huh? So hi Abhirami, are you still here? It is pretty far from me. Okay, I think Abhirami is not here. If she returns, we can just go back to her. Um, Hi Sonali. Okay, so you would like to have some guidance for yourself. Okay, let's see what's coming for you. Okay, Sonali, I hope you are listening. Hi. Okay, so let's see what's going on. You have two cards for yourself. One is dignified strength and the other is solar calm, clarify. Okay, so this suggests endurance, okay, rather than taking any drastic decisions, rather than changing anything, rather than well, yeah, cooking up plans is a fine thing, but at this moment you're not supposed to go out there and try to change things or try to make big moves. This is not the time for that. This is for you to endure where you are. um, Not because you're supposed to suffer for the sake of suffering, but this is just not the time. You're supposed to hit the rod when the iron is at its hottest, right? Like it's at its melting point. So if you can, when you melt when you mold it, it would be molded in that particular way. So this is not that time. This is a time to endure. That's the word that is coming for you. This is the time to endure. So I do not understand what is going on in your life, but you are being told that please hold steady. This counts. This is being meant. And you have Ace of Swords. This is supposed to be as it is supposed to be. Okay, so I'm really sorry every time I look at the Ace of Swords in reverse. So this is not the time for you to cook up any plans. Especially do not share anything with anyone at this moment, like especially if you're sharing some kind of ideas, because whatever you are coming up with, they are either too raw and someone might steal them and recreate it for themselves, and then you might feel betrayed, or they might lead someone in the wrong direction because they are not you. Okay, because of the way you are trained, you are able to endure it. But if you tell that to another person, they might not live to tell the tale of how they survived it. And then we have Six of Cups. Okay, so Six of Cups is a very dear card, but it also suggests that someone arriving in your life, and this person is someone who incites a lot of feelings inside of you, and not necessarily good feelings, but a lot of feelings. These feelings are familiar, but these feelings also make you feel a lot, and that creates, yeah, I think arrival of this person is something that might trigger you into this spiral that you are gonna go into. Two of Cups, this person will trigger this. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to endure it. You're supposed to stay calm. You're supposed to wait until the time is right. And how would you know when the time is right? You just do. That's just how human GPS works. We just know how to. Just as a seed knows when to grow and which direction to grow into, just as how a tree or a plant knows what season it is and when to flower and when not to flower and when to shed the leaves, similarly humanity and human beings have this intuition of knowing when to keep yourself close to your own heart and when to reveal yourself and share yourself with the world. Right now it's the time for you to go inwards, try to understand. And when this person this person who triggers a lot of feelings inside of you. Try to understand them, try to evaluate why they bring out this thing inside of you. And always remember, you are on your side. Always be kind to yourself. So I hope it makes sense to you. I hope it has helped you. If you need me, you can always reach out to me on Instagram, okay? So thank you for being here. It was a pretty nice reading. So thank you for sharing your energies. So let me cleanse. Okay, Ipshita, before I start another reading, I would like to tell you, I your reading got stopped twice. Okay, what I was trying to tell you is you have something sticky in your energy, which comes from somewhere else. I told you to go to a pandit or maybe a career counselor before you try to make any decisions in your life. That sticky feeling could come from something that you have attracted, or someone that has like maybe a habit, maybe an addiction, maybe it's a person who might be sabotaging you, or it could be an entity around you, or it could be a past life karma which hasn't left you behind, or it could be an ancestral curse or something. Now all of these words I have said, all of it would scare you, but no need to be scared. You have a thick skin. But what you do need to do is a little help. So please, before you go into any career or do anything, go to a pandit, get your astrology, get your kundali checked out, ask them which direction you should go into, and then choose that path rather than what is trendy or what is recommended to you. Otherwise, you won't be able to use your natural talents into the right field. And uh, so a pandit and a guide and a career counselor, these are the two things I would recommend. Otherwise, as far as I'm concerned, you can consult whoever you wish, like whatever you want to. uh, Take the best decision that you can for yourself, keep protecting yourself, and I think that's all I have for you, okay? So thank you for being here. Okay, hi Vidhi. So your message is about arranged marriage proposal, and you want to know what is the feeling of Anand for you. Okay. So Vidhi, tell me, what do you do for a living? Are you a student? Are you working? Um, what's your situation? Good morning. It is actually night time here. Okay, you're searching for a job. Okay. So you have some voices trine and sextile, and you have 10th house authority. Okay, so this person is kind of the okay, there are people who like when you have a partner or someone who is in charge and who takes control, and they feel more protected, more safe and secure in this kind of relationship. And there are people who are looking to lead their partner rather than being led by them. Both of it is pretty natural, both of it is pretty normal, and none of it makes any difference whatsoever. That's just how relationships work. So this person is pretty well-rounded. This person uh, prefers to be in leadership positions. 10 of cups in reverse. This person prefers to be in a leadership position, and this person would lead you, and this person might take care of everything for you, like financially, or like whatever things that are of substance. And if you just required help, they might keep tabs of it and do it for you. So not only a leader, but a person who would just take care of whatever you require. Maybe fill up the gas in your car, or bring you flowers, or bring you things that you require monthly without even being asked. So this person is pretty understanding, but where you might face some issues is that they do not have very intuitive personality. You might need to ask them what you require. So this person is pretty intelligent, they are pretty smart, but they prefer logic and reasoning over everything else. So if you wish to have a very 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 romantic partner, you might not find that in them. But what you might find in this person is a person who is very kind, very understanding, who keeps tab on everything, and who you wouldn't have to worry about anything, because there's someone who worries for you. You understand? Like for women, when we are looking for a partner, we might be independent, we might be able to take care of everything all by ourselves, and we are independent. But there comes a time when we are pregnant, if we wish to be pregnant, or if we are sick or something, which we do monthly. It's not sickness, but it does bring our energies down, and we do need more care. So we tend to choose a partner who would be more responsible, who would be able to take care of us financially and every way if we are not able to. And that is perfectly normal, because you're taking care of something else for this person. So this is that kind of partner, the the traditional choice of women. So this guy is pretty good. I don't see much problems here, but they are not intuitive and they are not romantic. But they would take care of you, and they would support you in every way possible, because I see page of swords and 9 of swords. So no, they do not have a very set mindset, but they are kind of a leader, but they would learn with you. And I hope that makes you understand what is going on in this relationship, or what kind of relationship you would end up in if you choose to be with this person. Okay, so I do not see any problems, but it's still up to you to choose what makes you most happiest, because everyone's choices are different. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that helped you. Thank you very much for being here, and if you need me, you can find me on Instagram. My link is in description. Okay. You need to define romance. For me, what I said, that was romantic as well. So define romance. And that's it. We have, hi Karthik, how are you doing? I'm happy to take your question. Good to know that. I'm happy to take your question if you have one. Okay, while we wait for Karthik, Rahul, please tell me more about yourself. How old are you, or what do you do for a living? Okay. And how old is your person? And do you have a relationship with her? Rani, so do you have a relationship with her, or is she your crush, or are you friends? Okay, the messages are stuck, I am thinking. Okay, so I'll just get the remote by then. Okay. If you wish to be in a relationship with someone, you are allowed to ask them about their past, and that is perfectly fine. There is nothing wrong with having a past or asking someone about their past, because our past relationships, whether it is with our parents, our family, our cousins, our siblings, or with other partners, it does shape us, it does change us. There's nothing wrong with it, and you can always ask. So you have future, not node, which is Rahu, but it also says looking ahead. And then we have Ace of Cups. I don't think so. Why would someone hide their past relationships? If you wish to know, then you should ask them. Sometimes there are people who are like, I don't want to know your past because I know who you are, and I want to be with a person who you are in this moment. I don't want to judge you based on what your past was, or I don't want to deal with your trauma or your past. So they are like, I don't want to know. But if you want to know, and if you want to be in a relationship, then you should be able to ask, and that is very normal. People do. So I would say, look, you're pretty clear to approach her. You should approach her. But I don't see anyone in this as per your question. But I'll say that if you wish to approach her, you can. And I also think she would be able to share with you, because usually people want to be heard. People really want someone to care enough to tell their story, to explain why they are the way they are. So if you can offer that to a person you actually like and love, please do that. That actually helps them unburden themselves, because they are holding it so much inside. Because with my partner that really happened. I've been holding on to so many secrets based on my career and other stuff, because I was embarrassed, and my partner was the only one who did understand, who helped me through it, and it literally helped me, open myself up more. So I would suggest you are very likely to be in a relationship for a long time. Please go ahead and ask. And thank you very much for being here. I hope that has helped you in any way possible. It wasn't the exact answer you were looking for, but I hope that was the answer you needed. So please help out a friend. It actually helps us when we can share our emotions, our problems, and our past traumas. So thank you for being here, Rahul. All the very best. Uh, Hi Sonal. I think we have spoken before. Can you please remind me what we spoke about before this? I'm happy to take some more cards for you. I just would like to be reminded about the last reading. If possible, please do tell how my career unfolds and what it brings. And if we haven't spoken, then please give me a little more information about yourself. Just a little bit. I don't want you to like share a lot, just enough that you feel comfortable. Okay. Okay. What do you mean by reading has to be done here? Who are you telling that to? Okay. So Sonal, let's see what's coming for you. Okay. No, Sonal, why are you apologizing? I didn't say anything to you. I was talking to the other person. It actually, I'm really sorry. This is just an energetic space, and it is more about my feelings, and sometimes they could get hurt. So that's why. Hi, Komal, welcome. So you have retrograde review. Love spell? It's a real thing? Wow. Okay. How do I even take these? Okay. So for you, Sonal, what I'm feeling is you are on the verge of actually shifting. Okay, you're on the verge of almost reaching to the point where you would feel peaceful and happy and accomplished, but there is a twist for you. And I don't know whether it is a thing about your personality or is it normal, but every time, like for now, this is just for now, this is in a vacuum, because you can change eventually. This is not a very far-fetched future. This is just for now. In this vacuum, this period of time, every time you would accomplish something, you would feel like you're missing on something else. Like you wait for a device to buy a device which you think would solve everything in your life, and you finally buy that or you receive it as a gift or something, and it does not feel as accomplishing as you thought it would. It is not as fulfilling as you thought it would. It's the same way, like you would run after things, you would try to accomplish things that you would think actually completes you, but it won't be able to, because the feeling of fulfillment and the feeling of completeness comes from yourself. I know this is a very old line that everyone uses, but it is very, very, very true. Once you just stop thinking. Okay, there was a very good reader who told me, and that you need to start to create distance between you and other people. Okay, like thinking that there is a separation. What they are doing does not affect me, no matter what they say. Even if they are speaking nonsense to my face, it does not affect me, because I am separate being. I have separate emotions, I have separate aspirations, I have separate destiny, I have separate skill set. I am separate from them. When you start doing that, now you would stop feeling like the way you feel. So you have a major shift coming from you, for you, but you would feel for a little time, for a little amount of time, you would be feeling like you are going round and round in circles, but you're not. You're not going round and round in circles. This is just how the path goes. It always wants you to improve a little bit. So, like Steve Jobs, um, he put an iPhone, I guess, or an iPod into the water tank, and then he was like, you know what, it can be slimmer because there are air bubbles, so there is space. So life is like that. Until the day you cannot live anymore or breathe anymore, your life is gonna be like, it could be perfected a little bit better. I can change a little bit better. I can experience a little bit better. So you'll always be on that trajectory. So the sooner you get used to life always changing, the sooner you would feel at home with yourself. So I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that is helping you, because you did say we have already spoken, and I felt in your energy that you were feeling a little congested, a little scared, a little upset. So, if this helps you, it would mean a lot to me. But if it doesn't, you can reach out to me on Instagram. My link is in description, and I hope I would be able to help you. But it's still up to you. If you wish to, you can reach out to me. Okay? Thank you for being here. Okay. Hi, Komal. Hi, Komal. Welcome back. It's been a long time since I've seen you. So your question is, will your job be in radio or something else? Okay. Let's see what is coming for you. You have the Justice. Okay, so Komal, what is coming for you is the field that you expected to end up in is not the field you would be ending up in eventually, because this is just a building phase for you. So what I feel for you is soon you would be like, I do remember your past readings. So I see this picture where you are hanging out with a guy, which I did tell you, an older gentleman. But before you even meet this person, you are someone well known. Like, people know you. You make a name for yourself in the field you enter into. So this is a phase for you. This is a path for you. This is a time for you when you're just supposed to struggle, but not for the sake of struggle, but that struggling period that every artist has, that is going on. And the people who go viral on their first thing, like J.K. Rowling, her first book was a hit. She wrote it for years, like but what happened later on? The people who go viral on the first video, who are famous without struggling, actually end up in a place where they are unable to handle their fame, fortune, or whatever that comes their way. And that is why struggle period is so essential for everyone who goes into any industry where they want to become someone. There's this guy I know I'm going off on a tangent, because I don't know the answer to the exact question you had, but I think I should go on. So there is this guy, he was heir to a billionaire family, and he says that I have done everything on my own. And he just created a new grocery store in New York, and it is the most expensive. The bread is $34 in this economy. And he's like, you know what? I did it all on my own. Don't judge me, because I had my struggling phase. If he had the struggling phase, he wouldn't create something like that, or he wouldn't say these things by his through his mouth, because no one can just walk into New York and create a grocery store. So some people do not understand what privileges they have, and that becomes their downfall. So for you, you are in your struggling period, and I also predict that you are going to be well known in this field that you are going into. You would be name dropped everywhere where there would be work. Like, you would be everyone's first choice. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. I just don't know what industry it is, but it is not the industry you wish to be in. So I hope you understand. And if you need me, you know where to find me, okay? And it's always nice to see you here. I know, I know. Sometimes it's a hit and miss. That's why I went on a long tangent to make you understand. But I know the one who is going through it, only that person can understand this pain. I'm really sorry. I just can't say, but this is your future, okay? And you have my very best wishes. I hope to see you in the best of things in your. You know what, we'll do this again. I'll have, please, I'll have a booking with you at some time, and we would go through all of your thing, and let's discuss it. We should actually discuss it. It's been a long time. We should actually discuss it. Let's see what is stopping, what is hindering. Because in Big Bang Theory, if you have seen it, there was this scene where Penny takes Sheldon to a tarot card reader, or maybe a psychic, and the psychic says there would be a girl who would enter your life who would have black hair, and he's like, you know, most of the people on the earth has black hair, so you are, but she's like, no, when you end up with her, when you finally commit to her, you would reach where you have always desired to go. And then, you know, he finally proposes to her, they get married, and the minute they get married, they finally on their wedding day, they actually you know, and discover what they were looking for. They come up with a theory, and that wins both of them, like Sheldon's lifelong dream. It gains him a Nobel Prize in physics. So that's the kind of feeling I'm getting for you, that you need to have a perfect something, you know, to hold on to. Or maybe you might have already gained your reading from me or from someone else, and you just need to wait it out, because even the most genius of people take some time to reach somewhere. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And I'll get back to you as soon as we can. So I need to calm down. This is a lot. Okay, I'm Sapna. Should I tell my husband Ajay the password to my phone? So Sapna, are you still here? You are an artist, right? So that's what would happen. Artists need to have a deep soul so that they can expand into the universe and everyone can feel you. That's just how it is. I don't make the rules. Hi Sapna, are you still here? I think Sapna is gone, but we can wait for a few seconds. Hi Mudita. Please tell me your question. What's up and how are you again? I'm good as well. Please give me your question, and also please remind me what we spoke about the last time. Okay. And what did we speak about the last time? What was our last reading about, Mudita? Oh, okay. Okay. How many cards in here? Like this one? I'm gonna shuffle them hard before going to. Okay, so you have Gemini and Cancer, very opposing forces for you. So look, when it comes to a job proposal, Gemini is a good sign. When it comes to Cancer, It is about you and how you feel about this job. So you know, I want you to ask yourself, when you went for the interview, what kind of feeling did you get from this office? What kind of environment did you think it was? And you know, did you speak to anyone who told you, or you know, mentioned what your role would be about? You know, because I see two very opposing forces, and we have temperance. So I see hesitation on your part, not on theirs, which is something. So I would say that yes, you would get a call back. They would inform you of a few things that you might not like. Okay. Okay, so you would receive a call back, and they might inform you of a few facts or a few things that you might need to do or something, and that might feel like above your pay grade or something, that keeps you on your, like, it doesn't make you want to jump on this opportunity. So please look out for that. And I have never had a job per se, so it's very difficult for me to advise on this. I just interned with my sir as a lawyer, and then I mostly freelanced in different fields. So you know, I don't know how to explain this, but that's what is coming for you. So I hope it helps as far as I could help you. But you know, and also there is that one thing that my friend told me: always have an agency that you go through, because if some companies, like, there's a guy, my friend had 10 years of experience in both practicing law and then corporate law, and this person was offered a salary of 30,000 in a corporation, like a huge corporation, which I think is pretty weird for a person who has 10 years of experience. So going through an agency, you can actually complain back, and that actually lowers their reviews and actually creates some kind of pressure on the company, which is also good for the labor industry, as in for the normal general public. So you know, we do need to hold all the companies responsible to the standards of how society should go. Otherwise they are gonna, you know, just rule, and we would become slaves. I do not want to start anything, but that's how I feel. So we should hold the people responsible. So I hope that helps. Please reach out to me on Instagram if you want anything. Okay. Uh, Ariel, I just trained as a lawyer. My friend is actually a lawyer, and he has worked with different companies and different um, countries as well. So if you require some legal help, you can always reach out to him. And also, he can introduce you to some other people who would probably be more affordable, because you would be going through connections. So if any of you are interested in it, I'm happy to introduce you to them. Okay, Aditya, what are you confused about? Do I need to change something in my question? I am confused. I don't understand. What's up, Aditya? And please explain this before you explain these statements before you give me your question. And please type it in the same statement if you can. Same message if you can. Okay, so look, in the description box, you have my link. Go to Instagram and message me there. and I would share with you the email ID of my friend, and you can just write all of your issues or whatever you're looking for in an email to him, and he would connect you with the right person. Okay. What is your question, Aditya? Okay. Um, okay. So please tell me, what do you have, like what kind of relation you have with this person? Like, are they your ex? Are they your person at the moment, or are they your crush, or are they your friend? Like if you have someone specific in your mind. And no, it's not based on what kind of question it is. It is who I need to connect with. It's very natural how I connect with something. I don't think even I understand how. Okay, so you haven't approached this person yet. So let's start there if you should. And what's at stake? Oh, what did she say? Okay. Is she trying hard to get? There's nothing wrong with it. Like, I actually support it. We have passion for you, fifth house. Ah, okay. So did she specifically say the word yet? No feelings yet. Did she actually say the word yet when she was explaining it to you? So look, as far as I'm concerned, I would suggest that is a good sign. But let's see what the cards say. So fifth house, passion, Leo energy. Passion comes from individuality. Passion comes from a place of self-love, a place of, actually it transcends all of our lifetimes, because we don't know where we come from or where we are going after this life or before this life, but there is always that inkling that is always guiding us in the right direction, and we never know where the instructions are coming from, and that comes from our core, and that is also the place which shows up where to go, and that also arises our passions. So for you, the next card is Page of Cups in reverse. Look, it's gonna take some time for you. I do not know why, because obviously you cannot keep on chasing her like there is no tomorrow, but you can slowly chase her by taking some time, That's how some people like it, and there is nothing wrong with it. It's actually really good. You might develop a very nice friendship, and that could help you become that old married couple who everyone desires to have, the kind of relationship that everyone wants to have. So there is definitely that kind of potential when it comes to you both, because you can have that wonderful friendship that can last a lifetime. But there is also think that the best dishes are always cooked slow, like biryani, or the most, like, I guess, lasagna. There are a lot of things, but I think biryani is the best option. The best foods are always cooked on the slow, and it takes a long time. It takes the whole day for it to be cooked, and when it is there, it just fulfills our soul. It, like, it's called soul food. You just love it. It's not fast. It is something that is slowly cooked. It takes its time, and it just comes out like it's a present to us all. And that's how communities in the olden times used to connect with each other, because they used to have, like, food wasn't always available to everyone. You cannot just order it, but they had to hunt, or they had to prepare harvest, or they had to have schedule. They had to have these holidays when they had access to food, and then they would create something which was very luxurious for them, and the whole community will share with each other. Similarly, how I feel with you, that there is a very distinct possibility of both of you growing with each other in a friendship, where both of your passions actually fulfill you, and this relationship, this friendship also fulfills you completely. So I would say, take it slow, do not give up, but also, this is just a woman's point of view, don't look desperate. Okay, they, like, women like it when you are chasing them, but also they don't like it when you look desperate. You don't have to be desperate. You just have to be persistent, that yeah, I like you, but does not mean that I'm just gonna give up everything about myself and just chase you. No, I am me, and I like you, and I would love you as best as I can if you are in my life. But if you choose not to be in my life, then we can be friends, and that is perfectly fine. I'm not gonna chase you. I hope that makes sense to you in any way that it can. But it was a very nice energy, and I'm very happy that you asked this question. Okay, so thank you very much for being here, Aditya. And I think that's a great idea. I think your friendship would actually help both of you progress in life. And that is so nice. Because most of the problems that arise in our relationship is because people are unable to understand why the other person is upset, or what they are feeling, or what they require in a relationship. And when it starts with a friendship, all that just goes out the window. You just know that person. So I hope that helps. And thank you very much for being here. So it's been 1 hour, and I am not tired yet. You know why? Because I discovered that I wasn't cleansing between the readings. I was just cleansing all the cards and everything before starting the live, and then I would cleanse the space and the cards and everything after I was done with the reading. But and that was what was making me feel like I am drained and couldn't go longer when I wanted to. So now I cleanse between every reading. Every person, is well cleansed, and they go away on their way, and the energy is perfectly fine. So now I don't feel drained anymore. But I'm still gonna take 5 minutes to myself and stare at the wall, because that's starting to become my favorite thing. So I'll be back in 5 minutes, and if you guys can, please uh, be here. I'll see ya. Libra. Hi, please tell me your name so that I can refer to you properly. Hi, Jyotsna. Please ask me your question, and also please remind me what we spoke about the last time we did speak. Hi, Triveni. Welcome. I'm happy to take your question after Jyotsna, okay? Okay, Jyotsna, can you write the whole thing in one message so that I can understand it better along with your question? Because I think you didn't mean to write he there. So maybe you can take your time. I don't mind. Sometimes, uh, you know, typing काफ़ी hard हो गई है अभी with the touch screens. Does any of you remember there used to be a keypad phone where you used to push the button thrice or 4 times before the letter can come up? And we used to forward a lot of messages to each other. It used to be shairis and these art forms that we would create with emojis. Like, not even emojis actually, just lines and those things. But buttons are still so much better than touchscreen when it comes to typing. Yeah, so Triveni remembers it. Okay, Jyotsna, let's see. Did we speak before this ever? Jyotsna, did I ever do a reading for you before this? Because you do look, or something is very familiar about this. Ah, okay. So it must be your name was of some, but your energy grabbed my attention. Well, I'm very happy that you're here and you're welcome here. You're welcome here. Okay, you have Phallus Athena, think. So I have to confess that I do not understand how situationships work. I just said that this morning to another person, and that's why I thought that I have had this conversation before. But I do not understand what exactly is a situationship, because I don't know, like, can you have more situationships if it's not a relationship? Are you allowed to? Like, there are a lot of questions. So I'm just gonna read the energies in this connection and just leave it with you. Okay. So you have Ace of Wands in reverse and Phallus Athena. So this must be a kind of connection that is more in the head than it is in reality. Okay, so there is a lot of loneliness here. There is a lack of vision as to where it is going, and there is nothing solid on the ground. Like, you literally have nothing that can show that this is real. It could so be in your head. That's how I am getting it. And there is a distinct loneliness in this connection, which I do not understand. But there's some kind of detachment that is peaceful. So I don't know. Wait. Okay, and then you have Three of Coins. So look, I believe that you are about to start something in this relationship which is not as per as it was before. Like, you are gonna change some dynamics about it, not because you're not I don't know, how do I say this. Okay, so you understand what is lacking, you understand what is different, and you understand what you are gaining from this, and you're gonna keep what you gain from it, which is pretty peaceful, a detached kind of peaceful, which you are kind of okay with. But there is this lack of vision that bothers you a lot, and I think you like things to be pretty organized when it comes to your mind. Okay, you want things to be pretty clear, and when it is not, it bothers you. But you also do not like commitment. Like, that's the kind of feeling I'm getting from you, and I don't see why it should interfere with anything. So in your connection, I think, even if it is a no contact, but I believe that there would be another person coming in your life, and I believe this person is still there somewhere, and you're changing the game, you're changing the scenario, you're changing the things that you require, that you want to change, and another person is entering the situation, and it is on your side. So whoever is entering, they bring a new dynamic to this situation, and you might be uh, attracted more towards this person than this person. So that's your prediction when it comes to your love life. I hope that helps. I hope that made sense to you, because it did not make sense to me. So sometimes I'm just supposed to say things without think. Sometimes I'm just supposed to play the messenger rather than opening the envelope and trying to analyze the contents of it. So there you have it. Please take what you need is for you, and please leave the rest here, and you always have free will. So I hope that helps. Okay, so I'll see you soon. I need to cleanse the space. You're very welcome, Jyotsna. Hi Nikita, so you are a tarot reader as well. Well, I've never had a fellow tarot reader here, so you know what? Don't judge me. Okay, so your question is, what are Vivek Sharma's feelings and thoughts towards you? It's a no contact. Okay, so Nikita, please tell me what is your relationship with this person? Like, are you married to this person? Are you in a relationship? Are they your crush? Are you friends? Like, tell me what is going on. And I cannot see. I'm gonna get this back. Hi Rohan, welcome back. Okay, so first of all, Um, I do not believe in twin flames because I have stopped believing in suffering for the sake of suffering. Because when we think, oh, Triveni, I'm so sorry, I am gonna mark your message, okay? And I'll get back to you in just a little bit, I promise. Okay, so look, Nikita, I do not believe in twin flames because suffering for the sake of suffering is not something we should be doing, and that is a concept which is introduced by some people, just as other concepts are. That does not make it true, and it was created by a cult. So I would suggest that please do not believe in that. Stop holding on to things that really are not yours, because if you do that you might miss out on the things that are meant for you. So then we have descendant invitation. This just proves that point, that look, what you're holding on to is something that is not yours. Okay, so what you're holding on to is not yours. So how to explain this? If your both of your hands are holding on to something really tight, then you do not have any hands open to take the blessings that are meant for you, because um, you are going to have a limited space for what you can hold in your life. Your energy is finite for a day, and you keep on reliving the same day, but you need to give this up. So when it comes to this person, let's see what kind of energy they are projecting towards you. It's Seven of Cups. So look, first of all, I already told you need to change your mindset about the kind of feeling you have towards this person, because it is not true. I'm sorry. I know there are a lot of things that convince us, even like but it is similar to justifying slavery, or you know like suffrage moment, right? No, you need to suffer to gain anything in life. It's similar to that. So please do not believe in that concept anymore. Please do not hold on to things that are not yours. And when it comes to the energy of this person, you are an option. Somehow, I don't know if it started that way, but at this moment it has become that. It feels like you are there, but you might not as well be, but he would miss your energy if you left. So yes, there would be a contact, but it is up to you what you wish to do with this person. Okay, so what I see is King of Wands in reverse. But your energy is pretty clear, so I do not think that you're completely stuck. I do not believe that anything is blocking you. I think it is more of an emotional thing. And emotions do matter. We do make most of our decisions based on emotions, but your energy is pretty clear. I see Six of Wands in straight, while I see King of Wands in reverse. So what you are starting, like if you decide to take the advice from this reading, what you're starting is a new journey towards a new life and a new person. Because you know why I said, because I got a vision that you are literally looking the other way while there is someone standing there offering you everything that you have wanted. That's why I got that vision, like hands open and someone else holding, like you're not looking towards what is about to come in your life. So please, if you can, do try to not hold on to things. It is difficult, because I just heard today if you try to change a concept in your head, if you try to change your mind in any particular situation, there are these little defense systems of even these concepts in your brain, because you're supposed to have them. They are automated in you if you think about it long enough, if you accept it as a fact. So it would take some time for you to realize, no, I was wrong. And I have been there. So trust me, I have been there, and that's why I advocate for it so much, that this concept is not true, because I thought it was, and it ended up in a very bad situation. I ended up in a very bad situation. That's why I'm telling you, this is not true. And if you choose to accept this, if you choose to go ahead and accept your blessings, then it would take you some resistance, because you won't change your mind so quickly. And when you do, you are creating a better life. And I actually see someone entering your life. So I'm gonna get a card for this next person, and it was already magician. uh, so I think you already know what you're supposed to do next, how to find your soulmate. So get to that list where you can write everything down, what do you need. And you are actually on the verge of it. You are very much on the verge of it. I think maybe 6 months. I think 6 months, that's the amount of time. So I hope this helps you. And if you need me, if you want to book a reading or something, you can always reach out to me on Instagram. My link is in a description. Okay, so thank you for being here, and it means a lot. And if you can take something from this reading, it will mean a lot to me. So thank you. And Triveni, hi. Just a second, let me cleanse everything and I'll start with your reading. Okay. Okay, so hi Triveni. Your question is Hirok Kalita current. Did I read it wrong? Okay. So Triveni, you want to know about Hirok Kalita current feelings for you, right? Okay. I think we have had this conversation before, right? What did I tell you the last time we spoke about this? Because that is a very unique name, so I do remember. Okay, well, that is pretty hurtful. Okay, so you have confrontation, opposition. Okay, your cards are being very hard to shuffle, so I'm just gonna read your energy, okay? So your first card is opposition, confrontation. I believe, based on the card that is here, there has been some issues that have been plaguing this relationship for a long time, and it is not gonna go away anytime soon. It just won't. Uh, And why is that? Like, this is my easiest deck, this is my oldest deck, this is literally my tool, so I hope this one can give you guidance. Okay, you have, oh wow, so you have 5 of cups and you have 3 of swords. So what I see is this relationship, this connection is mentally taxing and emotionally, what's the kind word, emotionally frustrating. And that is what is coming about this connection. That's all I can say about it, because I do not have any advice for you. I'm really sorry. But if you wish to have a full reading, if you wish to know something, because I can't read any more energies on this, so if you wish to book a reading or something, you can always approach me on Instagram. Okay, I would be able to give you full 30 minutes. I'll be able to listen to what you have to say or what you're looking for, so I might be able to help you better. But opposition, confrontation, emotional exhaustion, and mentally taxing, that's the kind of place this connection is in. And I don't see any of you trying in any way to change anything, and I don't know why. I'm unable to read the energy, so I'm really sorry. um, but I hope you have heard what you needed to hear, and you're always welcome, or you can always book a reading with me if you wish. So thank you for being here, Triveni. So guys, I think I would be signing off, uh, but I would like to have one last reading if I could. So I'm just gonna try to see with whom my energies would connect, and I'll just call upon. So hi Nidhi, please tell me what is your question. You're my last reading for the day. I have had this session thrice today, so I'm really sorry if someone is waiting. Um, I would be in here tomorrow around 2 o'clock, so thank you for waiting, or thank you for joining me. Okay, do you want to elaborate on it? Like, eh, tell me about yourself. Like, what do you do, or what you're looking for? Maybe your status, like something. Yes, 2 in the afternoon, Indian time. Okay. So what are you confused about exactly? Like, you don't want to go into banking, or do you have other options? What are you confused about? You have two of coins. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands in reverse. Aries and Saturn. Okay. So I don't think the field is wrong, and I really don't think that you are wrong. The timing is wrong. You need to go and check your astrology, your kundli, and see what is going on there. So if you are in Sade Sati, like, I wouldn't say that in your Sade Sati you never get into a career, but Shani like drives someone really hard, and also you have Mangal, which also drives people pretty hard, and you have a combination of both. And I see that you're swinging from both ends, so you are meant to be. I think banking is a good option, and I think you are meant to be in a very good post somewhere. Like, you would have control, you would have a lot of responsibility on you, you would be the person who decides before anything goes into market. I see that for you. But you are not wrong. The field is not wrong. The timing is wrong. So I would say, please approach a Pandit, please approach a counselor, and see what kind of situation you are in. And try to get a person who would talk to you more than 10 minutes, because usually astrologers are like, they read and they tell you aisa aisa hai, and then you have to scratch at them and ask them questions, and then they answer to you, and they are not paying attention anymore. So don't do that. You really, really, really need a counseling. So uh, you know get a proper astrologer who can give you a proper reading. I bet you can find someone on YouTube as well, because nowadays there are so many good people. I just came across someone's channel. So they give you the first reading for free, I guess, and you are able to ask them questions. You just have to wait a little longer. So I'd suggest do that. Or I can introduce you to someone who has written many books about Sanatan Dharma and Jyotish Vidya and Vedas and everything. So she's pretty learned. I can introduce you to her. So you can always reach out to me. But I'll say the timing is wrong. It's just the timing. You're perfectly fine. And your energy is pretty clear. I think it's the timing. So I hope that helps you. I hope you find the right answer for you. I, I hope everything goes well for you. Okay, so I'm gonna cleanse the space. I'm gonna cleanse our energies right here before you leave, and then I would bid all of you a very good night. Okay. I guess I lost your message. Okay, and what happened when you asked it before? What what happened when you asked this before? Okay, so now I bid all of you a good night. Whoever stayed for this long, I was just cleansing the space. So if you were here, if you were feeling any kind of heaviness, you would be able to have a good night, because there were so many crystals. I had a selenite and also a smoky quartz, and they are able to help you and protect you. So if you stayed till now, I hope that you have a very good night. If you want to catch up with me, you can always come see me tomorrow at 2 p.m. or you can reach me on Instagram. My link is in the description. Okay, so all of you, good night, have a good night.